What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here, bringing to you guys my reaction / review of One Piece manga chapter 1125. Now, the chapter is out. We are back from break. We are ready to sit down and read the latest installment of the greatest adventure story ever told. The time is here, man. We have done the journey with Egghead a couple weeks back. For me, easily top 3 arc in the entire story. The reread will probably confirm it again for me, but honestly, just off the vibes of what we experience week in and week out, it's an arc I'm going to remember for a long time. And I can't wait to see how the rest of it's going to be adapted in the anime. I know we're getting close to some really big things going down, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I will be able to cover in some capacity if my schedule allows it. But for now, the road to Elbaf begins. I don't know if we're at the very beginning of it. I don't know if we're about to get into the midway sections of it. Who knows? We may even get to the end of this chapter. But the only way I'm going to know is by reading it. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys. So, chapter 1125, One Piece. Here we go. Let's get the link. Alright, it's finally time. And we get the continuation, of course, there with Yamato and the cover story, which I know has brought a lot of discourse and stuff over on the timeline. And the only thing I'm going to say on that is, Oda, the world we could be living in right now, if you actually address things when they need to be addressed, we would be in a way better place. But we're not. Because you want to decide to sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards on the sales that you're already making crazy money as it is. We don't need these Yu-Gi cards. We generally don't. And the SBSs, you know what? If I speak, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Anyways, let's go into the cover page right here. Title of the chapter is What Constitutes Death. So we're probably going to get something very grim. If they're going to go into that kind of title for the chapter. And I see some construction work being done, which makes sense over here because we got old boy with the nails up his nostrils and stuff, meeting up with Yamato. You see the rest of the construction crew. I mean, literally, bro, at this point in time, you go, like, the connections between Portugal and Japan, especially after watching, like, Shogun and everything, right? You might as well just tell me right now that these are my peoples literally actually building up in Japan, like, literally, bro. So, like, shout out to them. But the cover over here, Onichao Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 13. Odin Castles to be rebuilt, but Minatomo on the Carpenter is missing. Oh, okay. So they're rebuilding. Wow. I mean, that is cool to see because again, we saw in the flashback how it got destroyed and everything from the chaos that unfolded with Kaido and all that. They're rebuilding it back, hopefully, to its former glory and all that. But without old boy over here, though. Where the hell did Minatomo go? I mean, that's probably going to be part of the cover story stuff, so hopefully it won't be too long so we can see the continuation of this pilgrimage. Anyways, shout out to Yamato. Alright. What's next for the Marines still left standing? And we are still back in Egghead, but I would presume this would still be the continuation of the post-arc rather than we're still in the arc. Load the Seraphim as soon as they're charged. As for the weaponized Sea Beast and Mark III Pacifista. Oh, Rabluchi-san. Kaku-san. Okay, so they rendezvous right back together. Wait. Where's Stuzy-san? Oh, yeah, so they're about to get hit with the reality check that, Abunai, like, things changed. Killed in action. Warwick killed in action. Okay, buddy. I mean, that's the only thing you can really say, because if things were to go completely AWOL, right, in terms of you giving a reason for why, because we obviously, of course, saw what happened with Stuzy, but it's like, if you were to say any other answer, guess what's going to end up happening to Stuzy is going to happen to you. They're going to literally start questioning you afterwards, like, what happened, right? So, this is the most obvious answer they could give, but still, Wara killed in action, right? Is he like, what? We obtained everything we set out for. And then, of course, back to Saturn, which, it makes sense now more further, because I'm, like, thinking, like, all the Gorosei went back over to MARIJOA, and he was the only one that didn't, because obviously he was the one that went off with Kizaru and them to go to Egghead, so let's see what he's up to here. So with York, Punk Records, and the power station in hand, we have secured access to the eternal Mother Flame. That result would have been more than adequate. But we had one critical hiccup. We're terribly sorry, sir. You see the rest of them all together. Doll, thank God. Back to normal, man, because that was a struggle. Like, just seeing her in that position, like, she would have been out there, like, hooping and everything, but most unfortunate. And then you got that brother over here with the triple gok neck thing going on. And, like, it's just crazy to me, bro. If there's any other Marine you could have offed right here to set an example, could have been him. But now you gotta let his legacy live. Look, you even got him commentating on this. We're terribly sorry, sir. It is a disgrace that we failed to capture Jewelry Bonnie and the Straw Hat crew. I also just want to remind you as well, the fact, again, these are vice admirals, that makes sense in terms of the rank and everything, but the fact that they're talking to one of the 5 people that rule the world, now we know about him and stuff, it's just really crazy, because you would think there's a conversation you would have only with, like, the admirals, with, you know, the very high up, and them giving this, like, moment of time talking with Saturn, I think it's just really cool, at least from, like, a file rank point of view and stuff. It may not mean something in the grand scheme of things, but it's just going to show, like, how high you are. There always be someone above you, and you got to be careful how you go and mince your words. Even with our Grand Buster Call fleet, the 9 of us vice admirals couldn't get the job done. Please give us leave to pursue them to Elbaf. Now, it would make sense to go and do that, because if you just, you know, just whatever, mission failed and just whatever, it looks bad on them. So it would make sense to go and actually just send them all out. And, you know, again, I get more of Doll. You know, I can see Bluegrass in action, and then the Triple Gok. No. Okay. Fair enough. You said, nope, straight up, I don't want no business right there with the Giants. No, forget Elbaf. The failure to which I refer is far more dire. Allowing Vegapunk's message to play was an unexpected disaster, yo. They are going to pin this on them. Are you, yo, if that is, bro, hold on, no, man. You can't, because that means you're going to have to excommunicate all, and that's not going to happen, right? Is he about to put the blame on them for the fact that the message went through, even though they themselves had ample opportune time to try and get Emmett out the paint, and they didn't? Because if that's, I mean, it would fill in line exactly how the Goros say, and especially the world government as a whole, how they're going to move. Instead of putting the blame on themselves, they're going to put on somebody else. It would be expected. Not to mention that Iron Giant surfacing to aid in the pirates' escape. You see the look on everyone there. It's ironic, really. Roughly 200 years. Okay, so, and this is crazy. You're going to see him, of course, from back then. So he's got to at least be from the Void Century. At least age-wise and everything, he has to be from that period of time. Roughly 200 years ago. But St. Saturn, we've already received orders to scrap it. Okay, so he's talking to the scientists and stuff from back during the early conceptions, I guess, of like Egghead, or like the early parts of the. I will take responsibility should this be uncovered, but now do as I bid and study it thoroughly. Really, this is the future. I am certain it will ultimately prove to be a great asset to our military might. Now, you say that, but guess who is actually number one rocking the streets that we're about to enter for the first time, actually in current time, and that's Elbaf. So, yeah, or our military might for you. Thank you for the opportunity. It would have been a shame to junk such an exciting specimen. So you are the reason for why this whole thing ended up happening. And this guy's going to put all the blame. I already know this. He's going to put all the blame onto them, and then it's finished right thereafter. He's going to be like, okay, now you guys going to have to take the penalty for the fact that this man said, you know what, you want to go study, do your thing, whatever, fine. And then came back to bite them, and then guess what ends up happening after? So that's crazy. It remained dormant for 200 years, and yet it clearly moved to protect Straw Hat Luffy, which of course we know because we saw in the flashback, even though it was with the shades and all that, Emmett, Joy Boy, the connection, encased the hockey, and then just went crazy from there. Saint Saturn, as a humble and loyal soldier of the government, I have one question weighing on my mind. This is, you know what, I'm not even going to go with the names because for sure, this is where we need name tags and stuff for some of these mans. You said allowing Vegapunk's message to get out was a failure. Does that imply there was some truth behind his remarks? Oh, buddy, now that is some fighting words. Fair enough. And Saturn just gives him that look, and you see bro is just like, damn, I should not have said what I just said. And he got popped. Yeah, Doberman. Okay, so I don't know why I was going to say Dalmatian and stuff, but even then, but Doberman, it looks like he got beamed in the head. Surely got beamed in the head. It looks like, yeah, he's finished. Vice Admiral Doberman. We need a medic. Slap one of them away. Okay, so, I mean, there's still going to be, I guess, like, if you're going to set an example, it should have been right there. Like, just pop him in the head one time. And okay, now going back to Egghead. Inside the lab. Okay, so York is still there. I thought they were rocked up back on the ship. Now that we know that things have, like, moved in time. Huh? What's happening? Sky clouds. Not good. They aren't stopping. Why is that cloud factory going haywire? It must be Edison, that damn fool. He couldn't just roll over and die in the Fabro stratum, could he? Okay, I mean, listen, this is like a last, like, hoo-ha and stuff for Edison. I mean, granted, he had a nice little cold way of going out and stuff before, but this would be fine too. And then, wait, huh? Huh? Bingo. Is that supposed to be Pythagoras? Is that his eye? She goes and shoots bazooka. You see, boom. And that thing, okay, you see the explosion, like, I guess, well, the Mickey explosion itself, but explosion goes off. Damn it. I've been played. He's taken Punk Records. Okay, because from what we know, going back to what was stated from Lilith, is that they are functionally dead, but still, like, in the system, per se. But they managed to... But that's the thing, though. So, I'm assuming that's got to be Pythagoras based on the eye and stuff, because I know Edison's is a little bit different. I could be wrong on that, so I want to clarify in the comments after. But, okay, so they've taken like the database itself, and they've bounced. So for what purpose? The Holy Land of MARIJOA. Oh, mates, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna get an M appearance for sure. Like, there's no way you just cut back to the Gorosei and we don't get to see like an M live reaction beyond the reaction. What do you mean? That dimwit Vegapunk can't be telling the truth. What is Akainu doing? He still hasn't done anything about Kuma's escape. Besides, the world's sinking doesn't affect us. So, of course, these freaking losers are going to be saying that kind of stuff because obviously they're at the very tip top and everything of the red line. It's not going to affect that. But then again, who knows? Yeah, it's going to be sinking, but then it's like, I don't know. They could just, one hockey punch, maybe on the red line, and it's a Warida from there. But it's always been presumed that eventually at some point the red line is going to be destroyed. And when that happens, y'all are finished. So when that day comes, just understand, yeah, the world's going to be sinking, but your time is coming too. What is with these scraps? I forgot, because I remember the food chain and stuff during the time when the revolutionaries were trying to do their thing. And I say this while trying to fight allergies, but they basically had their whole food line and stuff basically affected at the time and everything. So, yeah, so now we're seeing, I guess, the effects and stuff of what it's doing. So, the buffoon, a chef. I ordered a beef. Why did you serve me fish? I'm so terribly sorry. Your worship, our stocks have dwindled. This is unheard of. And he just pops him immediately. He just said, yo, that brother was asking for bifana. He got like, oh my God, what is the word right now as I say this? It's bacalhau. You know, like, my guy was asking for a bitok, and he got bacalhau. Like, you know how crazy that is for me? Like, bro, that is, I mean, that's some Portuguese stuff, though, you're seeing right now. Probably that doesn't connect with it, but that's definitely what it feels like to me. If I ask for a bifana with the meat, the fries, and all that, and you serve me up the bacalhau, the saltfish and all that, bro, codfish, whatever, nah. Can't be doing that. So he pops him, flop. This food issue has gone too far. I not only missed a meal yesterday, I wasn't allowed any snacks. Yo, boo-hoo. I'm going to grab the tissue right here. Because boo-hoo. Boo-hoo for you that you can't have any damn snacks and stuff, alright? Like, grow up. Like, seriously, grow up. Unacceptable. Treated like a common street rat. Well, hold that, freak. Is there a famine? Will we starve? We must sentence whoever's responsible to death. No, that's not enough. The Nigelin scum responsible should be tortured for their mismanagement. And then going into the room of authority and I can see off the moon shape of the hair. Oh, we're about to get into something right here, bro. We're about to get into something right here. Because that man, Garling, what do you think you're doing here? And the old man himself has pulled up. Oh, mate, look at him. Fly as hell. He got the cape right around the back. He rocked up in the fitted suit. New orders have been bestowed upon me by who? From whom? From whom? New orders? From whom? What are you saying, Garlic? I love how you just get everyone's reaction like it's like a muzika, nani, like, you know? What are you saying, Garling? Tread lightly. You forget yourself. Mm-hmm. And there, I mean, there's I just take of course the fact of what happened on Egghead, but like, it takes some real balls though for Garling to do what he's doing right now. So I mean, that guy is. Granted, we saw during the God Valley incident what he was moving on and stuff in his younger days. So yeah, do not try and step to him too. Like, the Vegapunk known as York shall henceforth be under my purview. And I was just named the new... What? The Vegapunk known as York shall henceforth be under my purview, as I was just named the new defensive science warrior god. Bro, they are about to nuke Saturn. Oh my god, they're about to nuke Saturn. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. Nah, give me my belts, bro. We'll get the fourth one afterwards when the bang loads. They are going to nuke that man while he is out there roasting vice admirals for failure. They are going to put him on the shirt of all shirts. When the world is sinking, they're going to look across the red line and see every single jersey, whether it be friend, foe, op, or neutral. That's going to be on there. And they're going to see Saturn 316. They're going to see that there and be like, yeah, that's what happens when you don't get the job done. They just bestow that man his title. Nah, bro, it's over. It's so over, bro. If you're doing that, that's an M call. That is big, boss calls were made. We got boss calls being made by M. Nah, bro, I need to see the M, like, bro, Genie Bus wishes they could do stuff like this. Alright? Masayu Jiri, my own guy, wishes he could make moves like this. This is about to be spooky. Oh, mate, don't tell me. The world is heading for turmoil. An unprecedented level of rebellion is imminent. Oh my god. Yeah, dog, this dude, bro, listen, and even if you're Shanks' dad, or Gramps, or great uncle, or whatever it is, bro, listen, I'm here for it, man. This Garlic, oh no, he might be the one. He might be the one. Let us work together to better the world, my fellow elders. Now, and Sanji's dad, of course, we all freaked out and stuff too. Like, you can see the sweat stain, you see the exclamation marks and stuff. That boy is worried right now. Now, I will say this though. It's just the first time this has ever happened in the history of the Gorosei that a member basically got replaced like this in current time, or like even back then, if there were members that were basically like switched out from here and there. Because if not, this is a big call right here. You're basically just throwing out one of your starters and bringing in someone else from a different team, and you didn't even pay a severance package or nothing for this. 5 Elder Planets, Saint Figaland's Garling, Defense Science Warrior God. Oh my god, man. Oh, it's so over, bro. It's gonna be so over. And the second we go back to anything going on Saturn, it is so done. Egghead, the Island of the Future. Yeah, it's done. It's over. It's over. It's over. Next time you see him, it's over. It's over. Saint Saturn. Oh no, it's over. It's over. They hit him with something. They hit him with something. It's over, bro. What's happening to him? God. They are assassinating this man with some crazy jutsu. Like, look at him. He's like chucking onto his throat, like Yamero. This is some Soprano stuff right here too. You know, it literally drank from whatever it was, like the tea, and they put something in there, and then that's it. Like, but he's finished. Where are those medics? Hurry, we need them. Saint Saturn, what's going on? He's one of the world's overseers. Wait, is he gonna transform or choking though? Because it could be one of the two. Because I see like the darkness coming out of him. And you see that the ring is about to be. Oh no, he's one of the world's great overseers. We can't let anything happen to him. Is this some sort of disease? Saint Saturn, tell us, what should we do? Oh nah. He is withering away. No, man. No. It can't be. Look at the reactions on everyone's faces, bro. They are absolutely stunned by what they're witnessing right here, man. One of the guys at the top had his chain yanked. Literally. And if it's not off his neck, they're strangling with it. Look at him, bro. His eyes are like popping out. Everyone's like freaking out. What the? Nah, bro. Give me the other belt. Give me other. Yo. They're about to erase you from existence, and then that Steph Curry 3 bang is gonna load for sure, bro. There's no way it's not. In this lifetime, there is no way, no shot. This thing is not about to load and hit this. Oh, please, bro. Dog, you have to hit some kind of crazy hockey to tank it. I don't care how. I don't care if it ruins effects, but you somehow, some way have to find something to survive from here because you know what's coming. The King Katas are wilding out there right now because they're reading this chapter at the same time in real time as me. They know something crazy is about to happen here. Beyond what we're seeing right here, you know the 3's loading. Saturn. Joy Boy was behind that escape. And you allowed it to happen, bro. The fact that you're just getting this fear from a freaking shadow with one eye sticking out. That face reveal is going to be the most chaotic thing of all time. I know it. Have mercy. How can I anticipate that power foiling us? Oh, nah, an explosion went off. But this is not the bang. This is like the corner 3. It goes in, but this is not the game winner. And then you just see right there, he explodes himself from the thing. Everyone just falling back. All you get is a skull. All you get is a skull, bruh. They dusted that man, got him out the paint. A skeleton clatter. Yeah, that's all that's left. Literally all bones. They rinsed him of his skin, of his everything. What? Bruh. You know what? Fair enough. I mean, listen, they did say functionally dead. So if they're chilling it in the cloud storage, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. If we're chilling in the cloud storage, fair enough. Looks like we weren't able to move the lava stratum too. That Trader York got in the way. The signal reaches across the globe, so she's still able to connect, that's a big problem. You're going to need to override that. But that's better than handing her to the whole thing on a silver platter, ain't it? Until the day all of humanity can access our brain, we have to keep it safe. It'll probably be at least 500 years. Brother, nobody got that time. Okay, well, I guess you're going to go into hiding or you're going to go find yourself an Outback. It's the only way you're going to be safe. I assume you use a Roman cloud. You got it. But the whole world will reckon us Vegapunks are 6 feet under. So it ain't like we can leisurely just tour the world now. That would be a funny ass cover story. Just watching these guys on this, literally on the Nimbus. just roam the world and see what's going on. But I don't think that's the case. They're probably going to be heading off to Elbath themselves. And that's probably the safest thing they could do, rendezvousing. Unless Elbath were to get Luciad or something, then yeah. So it ain't like we can leisurely tour the world now. True. With no funds or resources, we can't keep inventing either. We'll just have to leave that to our partners. Clap. So you see Edison. So it was Edison. Edison was the one that pulled it off. Okay, because I'm looking at the facial structure there from both him and Pythagoras and everything, and that easily could have been one of the two. But you know what? Fair enough. Shout out to Edison. I always liked them, so fair enough. Nice. Well, how do we look? Absolutely bonkers. This man, Is this them combining each other to make this fit? Because you got the Atlas arm, Pythagoras arm, got the body of Shaka right afterwards, the head of Edison. Fair enough. It's only those working out. Because then, of course, we know Lilith and York are off doing their own thing. But that is funny as heck. So that's how they're only able to make it work. Fair enough. Okay. So I see you always admired my lovely proportions. Yo, Shaka. What? Shut up, you knucklehead. Oh, I know. Yeah, no, it was, yeah. Let's toss York spare parts out. Haha, good thinking. They're creepy. I mean, listen, the fit go crazy, but you can't keep the ops around. It's just as simple as that. Whether you come in and oh, the ones with Nami. Okay, okay, fair enough. So they're putting in the call like, yo, listen, we need residents like ASAP. We need to be far away. Come in, anyone there? This here's Vegapunk. Vegapunk? I thought you were dead. Kanbaka Queen. Well, how you switch up like that? What's the move, Dragon? What is the move? What are we about to do soon, man? If we're going back to you, what is the move? Oh my. How grisly. What? What's going to happen? Are we going to die? I don't want to die. No. Water's going to kill me. I can swim. To put it bluntly, none of us knew these details. Oh, look at Koala, man. Look at her, man. Oh, man. What a queen. What a queen. The Void Century covered up a massive war, and that culminated in ancient weapons tech, plunging the world 200 meters deeper into the ocean. So I'm guessing they're writing down details about the stuff they learned from Vegapunk for their own records. Not only that, but the one who claims the One Piece will not only be crowned Pirate King, they'll likely get to wield that devastating power for themselves. You see there Morley, Belbetti, Ivankov, and I'm assuming right here on the left-hand side, draped in the cape and everything, that's got to be Dragon. We can't let that happen. The world will sink. And see Sabo. This explains why the first Celestial Dragons chose to live on the Red Line. It's the highest point on the planet. There's also Tequila Wolf, Vodka Wolf, Rum Wolf, and Bourbon Wolf. So there is multiple of these bridges that they've been building. The one that we saw that Robin was back in during her time away and everything. Is this why they spent the last 700 years forcing slaves to build all those gigantic structures? It's from a world building perspective, it's really dope to see that we actually got more of these bridges stuff like. Because I always thought it was just one long continuous bridge for whatever. And no, it's going across 4 throughout the Grand Line and everything. That is wild, man. All the pieces are falling into place. You took the words right out of my mouth. Mine too. And oh my god, you know this is gonna hit in the anime. You know this is gonna hit in the anime, bro. Because I see Dragon right there on the coast in the darkness around him as the waves of the water pass by. That man looking on menacingly, even though you don't look at his face. Vegapunk. Among those who heed your warning, many will act out of self-interest, not peace. Oh, we must hurry and achieve victory for our cause before the people of the world kill each other to secure habitable land. You know, that is the scary thing right there. Because I don't think everyone is like completely aware of the fact. Well, they are now because they know the world is sinking, but knowing that the Red Line is going to be the thing that might be keeping them safe, but it's not a guarantee because you know what's going to happen. The whole prophecy thing about Fishman Island and the Red Line bomb getting blown up and or whatever, right? If that ends up happening, the world is a waridad. An era of chaos dawns. Yeah, that's the thing. There's no guarantee. You can get up to the top of the roof, you'll be fine, but as soon as that whole house goes blown up, you can't do anything. So, but that's the thing. They want to avoid that situation as much as possible, so they got to get the One Piece before whoever gets their hands on it. And we know who could and could use that power for destruction. Yeah, now this feels like the real race has begun. Like the hourglass has been flipped, the sands of time are coming down. They know that this is the moment in time that they need to get their acts together before a lot of lives are going to be thrown into the seas, literally, because of the Great War to come. Yeah, and Dragon, I mean, this is the time you need to show something here. Like, you've spoken, it's been 25 chapters, 1,125 chapters. I've been waiting on you. You gotta show me something here, man. So, I'm ready for it, but you gotta show me it. But what a chapter, man. I mean, it's good that we're seeing more of this stuff going on. Again, the big thing coming out of this is the fact that Saturn got smoked and Garland took his place. Like, do you know how mad that is, right? And I don't know if this is the first time this has ever happened in the history of the Gorosei, that their planets basically got like switched up and aligned differently. Because Garling, obviously, like, you know, in terms of the planet theme and everything, Garling doesn't really have the name theme like everybody else does. So this would probably ideally mean that this is the first time it's ever happened. But it wouldn't surprise me if something like that happened back in the Void Century, especially going off, you know, the 19 kingdoms that formed the world government versus the one that didn't and left, which was, you know, in the Nefertari and all that. But this was crazy. And then the fact that the way he went out as well, like his body, like it like decompressed, like he just completely turned into bones. That's basically what it was. He got his chain yanked, everything taken away from him, the circle, all that. And this was an Im call. It wasn't like this. Im literally took his powers, which means is that for sure. I don't know if it's going to be related to a devil fruit. I don't think it is, because with those markings and stuff, it doesn't feel like that. But it's like, what the hell does Im have, right? Like, what exactly does Im have to be capable of unleashing nukes on multiple islands and then being able to like rip away somebody's power like that? Almost like they're taking it back for themselves and about to give it to someone else. So it's very likely Garland's about to obtain whatever Saturn had, you know, with the freaking ARAGOG thing going on. But that is just mad. And that's all they got left. And then, the punk records itself being dispersed. And I know, like, seeing that double spread for a lot of people looking at that, knowing after what we got last chapter, a little confirming that, you know, they're functionally dead, but they're going to be in that cloud storage. Now they're off doing their own thing. I would imagine the most safest option is them going and rendezvousing back to Elbaf, meeting up with the rest of the crew that's there, and of course, you know, with Lilith and all that. Because I feel like them going off their own, it would be dope to see, like, in a cover story, I guess, like, their own perspective of what's going on in the world. But you know it's bound to lead them back to York, and that's the one thing they don't want that to happen. So, if this is them just going off, like, if they are serious, right, it's going to take 500 years, right, for all this to work out for them, we're probably never going to see them again in the story. But if it's not the case, they're going to have to make, like a rendezvous back to where Lilith is. Otherwise, it's like, it will be kind of like weird just, you know, having that happen. But again, knowing that they're going to be going off to Weatheria for the moment in time. In terms of like the end goal, we don't know where they're actually going to be after. But that is a development in the story I'm going to be interested in seeing. Because again, that information that Vegapunk has there cannot fall in the wrong hands. And that may be information that we may need later on in the story during a pivotal point in time. But yeah, this chapter, quite chaotic, I would say. And then Dragon now looks like he's about to be on the move. Like he's finally going to be able to do something now that's going to wait. Of all the time that we've been waiting, he's going to finally do something here. I would hope. Because if not, I'm going to be absolutely sick to my stomach. But, wow, man. Just, what a chapter. And, again, we're going to finally see in the chapters to come, because I feel like Elbaf is going to be very near now, like the next chapter or two, based on the way that this kind of chapter was done. But, man, what an end to already is in terms of Egghead, the post-Egghead arc, stuff going on. Elbaf is going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. The fact that they said we're not going to go, but that's only from Saturn's view. If it's a new view from him, like, yo, we're going to press the entire military might, that would be crazy. But anyways, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, guys. This is a great chapter for me, but I'm curious to know what you guys think down in the comments below. How do we feel about what just went down with Saint Saturn getting absolutely smoked and Garland taking their position? What do you make of that whole situation? Do you think it's the first time it's ever happened in the history of the Gorosei? Or, like, you know, this has happened before, possibly, which is why Imu had, like, no problems, you know, making this switch. What do you think the situation is going to be in regards with Dragon and how he's going to handle things, knowing that this is the situation of the world, you know, the habitable lands, and, you know, basically trying to prevent a lot of lives being consumed and taken away in the pursuit of trying to get to the very top of whether the red line or wherever it may be, to avoid the world that's sinking right there and then. And then the stuff that we got afterwards regarding the Vegapunks. Even after getting the information we did from Lilith last chapter, how do we feel after seeing that and where things could go from there? Let me know down in the comments below. Any clarifications, any input about the chapter you want to talk about down in the comments, please let me know down there. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of One Piece week in, week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell of Shandor to see everything goes on the channel. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next chapter. I don't know if we'll jump straight into to Elbaf right away. I mean, I miss Egghead already as it is, but listen, if we could continue the post arc and it sets up for the greatness that is to come going into Elbaf. I'm here for it. I don't know if it's going to be the military might between the Giants versus the Marines. It would be dope to see that go down. But whatever it is, Oda, you won me back with Egghead. I am locked in for Elbaf. I need you to cook. Onegaishimasu. Commodore Lad signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we go.